More Final Fantasy 16, you ask? Why? Of course. There's nothing else I want to play. We just beat up Kupka, which I'm still reeling from that fight, and it has been 2 days, a day and a half since I did it. I've watched it on YouTube 3 times. And since then, I've done a couple side quests. I've got most of the hunts done. Except for, I think the last one I can't even get to. Yeah, the Breaker of Worlds. Which I'm assuming is like, that sounds endgame. Or at least, I mean, I don't even know where it is. So, I physically can't do any more quests. Everything is set up. So let's move on. Otto.
Clive, you're back.
Clive.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
It's a very long story.
History books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
No.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
I will.
New world update. Awesome. And we get Jill back. She has been well rested.
The
Hopefully.
conquering hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details.
Adamantus?
One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
I've been pronouncing that wrong my entire life. I thought it was Adamantoise. No.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion
Adamantus.
over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873.
Wow.
Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang?
I don't know if it was an army.
Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again.
That's a pretty cool standard.
It's but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done.
Speech.
Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be
Yeah,
sentimental.
exactly what I was thinking.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are.
Very nice.
Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Harpocrates, Blackthorn, and Karen. Wait, okay, I'm sorry. Wait, well, you know, that can wait. We have to go. We have to speak to him anyway. Because a new crafting recipe, which means probably a new sword. We might get like an updated Titan sword.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Wow.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good
No,
news.
that's my job.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
And Joshua.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
I think he's the blight personified.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection.
Or given form. I don't know if personified is the correct way to
but until I do,
say that.
My investigations shall continue.
I think it is like the
It means a lot.
The draining of ether? Like the blight, maybe? That's my theory right now. I think it is the thing that is draining the ether from the land. and it wants to use us to take the power from the icons. Because that's what we can do. We can take power from dominance.
Himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Wow. Hey, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
No.
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
It's nice.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
After I make a new sword.
What do you want?
Enhancer. A savvy merchant would have you believe that through arcane magics imbued into the sword, at high cost to the supplier's wielder will experience enhanced strength and dex. In truth, it is the reduced weight and increased hardness afforded by the weapon's narrow blade of folded steel. Oh. So I get 15 more attack, but I don't get any more stagger.
Should last you a good while. Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later.
Wait. How do I make a diamond sword? I need to make a diamond sword and get a white worm bone. And does that max out my damage? I would assume it's everything's still 255 for like those stats, yes?
Don't waste my time. With the stuff.
Shit, get out of my face.
And
Nice. Drake Slayer's bracelets, Drake Slayer's belts. I don't seem to be able to upgrade those, so... Alright. Not exactly a fan of that weapon style. At least for like this.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Alright, we'll see what we can see. From the tooltip, I would like the crystal sword.
She came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Yes.
Spreading the word.
But wait, was that Enhancer 2 or was that Enhancer 1? Shit.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take
Oh,
me
we're
with
going
you.
to his grave.
She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Cool. New quest is available in the Alliance reports. Oh, neat.
Clive,
Clive.
anything catch your eye?
Lost Wing. Where's that? Sunbreck. And use your loaf. Okay. Let's go talk to Mid first. And then we'll decide if we're going to do some side quests to start the episode off. Because I want a good mixture of kind of focusing on main quest, but not ignoring it, because I don't want to miss out on story. I don't want you guys to miss out on story. Are you building a high wind?
What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest...
The Enterprise.
...ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Okay.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Exactly. To Blackthorn. It makes sense that we wouldn't get an airship, but part of me still wanted it. Maybe you can turn it into an airship. Why do we go this way? Whatever. So are we going to visit Sid or not? I have 2 side quests to do. I don't believe that will get me to the next renown reward either. So, unfortunate.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
God, he just looks so pissed.
Sid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will ya?
All right.
You got it.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this.
This is an anvil.
It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Letting off steam 1. Got it.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
Okay.
You going up? Which one of these?
Oh. I actually have to choose. I mean, I like Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
Sorry, Otto, but
All right then.
if we're going to the desert,
So, where do we find this stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff
a wagon.
to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
all right. I mean, we can pick up the side quest here too. Which I wonder if we'll be able to do the side quest at the same time. Where was it going? This way. Hello.
My carpet.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right.
Sorry about that.
And that's where I'll start.
That's my bad then. That's not too far. I'm right by the obelisk. Let's just do it.
Good girl.
I want this item, whatever it is. We'll have to pass by the leg eaters. I didn't even see what the item was.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? It's certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
You just live in the past. Focusing on your work, that's just gonna be... Just express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
You're welcome?
Wait.
I don't know what I did, but dope.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort.
Especially that was an easy quest. 10 renown.
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll beat.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals!
I don't know if I...
Master, I have found my purpose.
So you just made salty bread?
I here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks...
I don't think it looks bad.
I'd certainly say you're onto something.
But just overly salted bread sounds weird.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Easy quest win. Let's go. Use your loaf. 450. And a goblin coin. Okay.
My carpets have pride of place in
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
There he is. Hey, buddy.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never.
I had to go
I've had
very
a quick
far.
scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if stardust is what Blackthorn wants, stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Hey, nice.
Then let's get bagging, shall
We have to pay for it.
Shall? Race, yeah?
That's fun. So I wonder, I had this thought. I wonder since that shows Gav, we're going to have combat. And if I chose auto, that we would have like more dialogue, you know, kind of thing, because you know, they did mention that Gav is a fighter. That's really pretty. Lizard.
Boop. So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Boop. Okay. I have a gripe with video games. When the jump button is the same as the interact, because I'll spam it and then I'll just sit there jumping in front of it and I have to wait for the animation to stop. It's just my impatience.
That should be enough.
But it bothers me.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
And it's literally user error. Oh, get. How'd you get that much? You had a shovel? I just had to find and pick it up with my hands.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win.
Nice.
That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Yeah. Oh, now I want to do this again with Otto. The contrast between the brown and like the more salt sand is so pretty.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
This is nice.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
I'm very curious on what Otto would have said. If we even got that out.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We better get this lot back
if
to
Otto would have
Blackthorn
talked.
before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right.
He's a good boy.
Boy.
Arf. I love this dog. Okay, awesome. That was a nice little cutscene. Little dialogues. They didn't really like a 20-minute cutscene of like emotions and stuff. It was just a 2-minute thing. It was like saying, you know, once this is all over, we can relax and hang out together and be buddies. I wonder what's right here. Safe in the fact that I have a home to come back to was a very good line for that. Where am I going? I'm curious about this side quest. For great justice. You know what? It's been a while since we've done a side quest on one of these episodes, so let's do it.
Good day to you.
Hi. Whoa, good timing.
The crystals we get from the tank.
We had to dig a new cellar.
We had to dig a new cellar. Quentin.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always.
I don't like his dead eyes.
I have a concern which you may
I don't know
be able
why,
to
but they
assist
bother me.
with. Go on. There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Sure.
Of course.
I'll go fight something real quick.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Something suspicious. Hopefully it's not like goblins or anything. I doubt the orcs would have gotten this far, yeah?
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some bear.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right.
Most likely.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Seems to be chill on this side. For great justice.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Okay. Sharpening metal.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I kind of feel bad we didn't take Jill. Would we have taken Jill? If we like had access?
You there?
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them
Fuck.
before they escape.
Black shields, huh?
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. This one.
Ow, you bitch. Cure. I just punched that guy to death. Nice. Arf. 240 experience. So those the A rank missions that the marks that I finished, they gave me 5k experience apiece.
Why were they
That's
here?
nuts.
Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Hence why I'm 2 levels higher than I was. And I think they were like, one of them was 38. I can't remember if it was the Flan Prince, or the 9 of Knives. It's like a mercenary guy. Both really fun. The mercenary guy did like the poison mist. I can't remember what assassins, because it wasn't on the way to the desert. Anyway, they were really fun. And then the Flan Prince had all the Aga spells, Tornado, and Dual Cast. So I was terrified.
How goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Oh.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade. A means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment.
I now
whatsoever.
understand why he...
I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection.
What good contextual storytelling.
I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts.
The bearer hunts, jeez.
Sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Wow. Not what I expected. In the slightest.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Wow. All right.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
I found this.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Nice. Step 1. 500 experience and 40 renown. Damn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Yeah, this way.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
All right. Step 1 done.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
What?
What's her name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
Please tell me the NPC's name is what's her name? Elena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
What's her name?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat.
That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words,
yeah, obviously.
the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the
Oh.
helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect
Interesting.
material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
I'm not going on that boat.
I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
It's just
the
there.
Thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Wait. I guess it is the closest, isn't it? Womp womp.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Okay. I should be good with potions and stuff. I honestly can't remember now. Huh. Oh well. Cool. I did have to use an elixir. I got hit. So, with the Titan parry, of course I have to try every move. So, there was quite a few times where I tried to parry spells. I don't know if my timing was just bad, or some of them just can't be parried. It would make sense. But some of them you can parry. Like the turtle notorious mark. The Fastidio thingy. Though it did like a water gun move. And you can parry that. So, interesting. I'm real sorry guys, but I'm not fighting you. Wait, what am I doing? I have a chocobo.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Straight home now.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you,
This is the Tonberry. I'm scared.
Of course. I'll be right back.
But I'm assuming it's like a wraith. Yeah? Maybe a lich.
Anybody home?
Oh. An Araman.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Time to leave. It's literally called Unwanted Visitor. Doom.
Nice try.
Oh, you bitch. I'm so mad.
Nice try.
What? I dodged into it. Nice. The punch. The quake. The lightning bolt. The bigger lightning bolt. I had that many skill points? I'm gonna level up my limit break again.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Sure. The Eye of the Warrior. Oh, neat. I really don't use those. I should use those more. I'm also going to level up my limit break right now. So, before I forget to, because I will. Oops. Wait, no, this is... Okay, 2000s. Cool. That's a third limit break gauge. Nice. Cool. I still... Increase attack potency. God, that move does look sick, though. Do I want to try it? You know what? Let's try it out. Actually, you know what? I think I like this more than I like the punch. Or like the upheaval. So I think I want to try this more so. So it blocks with the step forward. I need to practice that. Let's go fight some of those low level things maybe real quick. For science. For science. Just need to find something to hit real quick. Hey, perfect. So I have to block an attack with the step forward. Nope. Didn't get the step forward. So it was slower than I wanted. Oh. I need to practice that. Oh, I can practice that at the base. What am I doing? I'm going to go fight things that give me nothing. If I want to do that, I'll just do it something I can control the variables of. It does look like a really cool move to nail, though. Any kind of counter mechanic, you know? Big fan of. Is it faster to go this way? Yes. And I can stop by and see if I can have enough renown. Nice. We love that. Renown? Yeah, we get something.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
What do we get? What do we get? We get 2 meteorites.
There you are.
That's an unfortunate level up. High Cleric's Medallion.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Interesting. Kind of a bummer. Unless I need a lot of them for like high level gear makings.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Not what's her name?
Another job well done.
Helena.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy.
Heavy.
The plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge,
Hippocrates.
I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
All right. I do kind of hope this we get like a cool cutscene with her visiting her dad, her dad's grave, Sid. Or maybe even a good dialogue from even Clive. I'm right here. Let's just see what we can buy.
Well, don't just stand there.
Well, don't just stand there. Enhancer. Okay. I can buy cobalt or meteorite. You know what?
You're rubbing me blind.
So far, I have nothing else to spend gil on, so
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
so let's go see what those songs are.
Thank you, Clive.
I love that it's just called the sound of silence. Can't decide, but we did buy the new one, so. Hippocrates, my good fellow.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine?
Engine?
What to think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames.
Moon
Before
dew.
the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Nice.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Yes? Oh, nice. Oh, is this gonna let us choose between Tarja and Jill? We haven't been able to really, like, talk with Tarja, but Jill...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do.
Jill's Jill, you know?
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
Very curious on what Tarja has to say.
And assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Sorry, but I gotta choose Jill.
So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I'm sorry, Tarja.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so?
Is that
I've
so?
been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
Bye.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Tarja.
So the only icons left are Bahamut and Odin.
No. Where's Jill?
Where's Jill? Oh.
Do you see anything you like?
See anything you like? Ooh.
keen eye.
Well, now I'm broke.
And a fine, fine day to you.
Nice and chilled. I won't have you.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're
Are we
finished.
making a breakfast?
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in them. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they're gone.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. Good
I
day.
found the garlic.
How the hell is any...
Buy, sell, or be gone. If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All anyone ever wants anymore.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Absolutely.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
Toggle's just...
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
This is sweet.
Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Very good.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
And that is exactly why we chose Jill for this. I'm still very curious on what Talia would have to say, but come on. we had to choose Jill.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm never drink.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
What?
I'm sure you have.
I guess we're being a doctor, but...
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Got 500 skill points for that.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid, the man.
Cool.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
A chocobo. All right, Mid. We figured it out.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
You don't have any pictures in it. I can't even do that. Hey, Mid.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
That's what I said.
Same difference.
Oh.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Precision walloping. Precision walloping. Sometime later.
finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Anything else? Fuck off. Hey, Mid.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
Shit.
Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, we're going to visit. There's a quest on my reading table?
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
You can get side quests from the missives? Interesting. All right. Here we are.
He cracked the crystal too.
Oh, it's not my missive. Oh, wait, that's an unlock. Mid's dungeon. Busy bloke, yeah.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
A lot of side quests just popped up. With that hound? Wait, there's something wrong with... Oh, this is taking priority.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
The pen is mightier. Still down, Wow, a lot of side quests just opened up.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Huh. Interesting, interesting. Oh. I wonder what this is going to unlock for, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft. even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome.
I wonder if that's how we get our crystal sword.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I need to stop by her and figure out what's wrong with Torgal anyway. A twofer.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
Hope not.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Dalamil.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
No idea what that means. A touch eccentric, eh? Alright, we'll talk to Hippocrates first. Apparently this is going to be a kind of a side questing episode.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment
bigger bones.
to sustain, It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
All right.
Hunting, Clive?
Looks like we're gonna go fuck up a big old antelope. Because obviously we're going to take care of the pup first. I actually kind of think this would be faster. So, no, depending on how this goes, we might have to wait to visit Sid's grave till next episode.
This is no time to ride.
Did you just Professor Oak me?
Run like the wind.
Slay elder antelopes. I hope they're the size of like the adamantoids. Sorry, adamantus from Final Fantasy 13. Where they're just massive.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Well, they don't look that big. Elder antelope. Okay.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Soil and stone!
I thought I blocked it. Oh, I don't have the time for this. Are you just... Okay.
Over here! Torgal, kill!
Torgal, kill. Just kicked him right in the dome. Okay. Eat your fill, buddy.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
I hope so. He's happy.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Good boy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
He's a hungry boy. I need to check out this area because it's going to bother me if I don't. And I want to try out this block one more time.
Give me thunder!
Oops. Hold on. Okay. The step up has to do it. Nope. It was too early. I need to practice that. Because that move is going to be sick, I feel like. Is that where it came from? Yeah. So, that big circle area kind of seems like it's a boss arena. Or some sort of notorious mark. What are you? At least what level? Because you look like a super boss. You're an S rank. What level? We might try it. 45?
Well, it seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Too slow.
Oh, I did it! Yep. So it doesn't like completely like stop the move, it seems. I gotta get out of there.
There's a good boy. Too slow.
I'm like in the fire, it scares me. Bad time for that. Okay, I think this is doable. Golden section? Oh.
Too slow.
Oh, baby. Oh, not close enough. Ah, I didn't get the block. I'm worried about that fire. I'm just gonna get the hell away from it. We got this. Good block. Ooh, good timing. This might be able to finish him off. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Fuck. I wanted to finish it with a judgment bolt.
Nice try.
Ooh, let's go. My voice cracked. I was so excited. 45. 15,000 experience. How many levels up is that? 2 level ups. Nice. And what are my spoils? Fallen iron and orichalcum. Nice. That was a really fun fight. Level 36. Okay. Well then. We'll finish up and see what we get for finishing the Torgal story. And then honestly, we might just finish up the rest of the side quests. Because if these are all like unlock side quests, I feel like they're going to be kind of cool, you know? I want you guys to see those. Wait.
Is there something I might assist you with? You wish to study the tomes?
Oh, I need to speak with Karen. I thought I needed to talk with Arbocrates, then Karen. This is an unlock quest, though, it seems.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup.
Ruff.
All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
I brought 5. Just for you.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I just had it.
Just on my way to see
I had it backwards.
Ah, were you able?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
I didn't know why I was clicking through that.
Pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
A new one?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and
He's like us.
And that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
So he's absorbing other icons' abilities like us. That's cute. Fuck yeah, buddy. What's this? Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Can I... Not yet. Okay. Well, let's go see Weird Science. Look at him, he's all excited for the new... He's all excited for the bone. That's cute. Hell yeah.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
And it bit me. Alright, what does this unlock for us, though?
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother.
Bit of a bother.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Sure.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
A bomb king, you say.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Nice. Okay, so that's an unlock quest and a hunt quest. So that's actually huge. How much renown do we need? We're gonna go check that. And then, actually...
Mid might need some help tidying up that workshop.
I think Mid might need well-meaning souls to leave her alone.
Yeah.
She has it how she likes it.
Yeah. We're gonna end this episode here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This one was good progress, but a lot of side quests, and it was just kind of nice. A lot of character, I don't want to say like development, but like between Gav and Jill and Torgal, I'm very happy with it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.